Hey y'all, it's live, and I guess this is the awkward sitting that I see every time I watch people go live while they wait to see if people gonna get on.
Say it,
We here, okay? Oh, it say at the bottom, we're telling your followers that you're live. I bet y'all don't believe it, okay? Because I've never been live, all right? This is the first time, all right? Go on and tell them, IG. Go on and tell them. I told them, too. I told them this morning that I was live, so let's see if it tells you. Of course, I can count on my girls. All right, amen. Hey, we in this thing, y'all. What? Britt, Brad, Lom, we here. My mama got an Instagram just for this, y'all. Amen. Amen. Hey, boo. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute, Gwen. Good to see you. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. Marky, I'm on live, G. I'm going through that awkward part where you have to sit there and wait for people to come in. It's here, y'all. But I'm so glad that I decided to do me and my girlfriends on live because you know what? Regardless of who shows up, I'm going to have a good time, okay? Because I'm about to talk to my girl, all right? We're about to have a good old time today, all right? I'm super duper excited about launching Me and My Homegirls. So just to give y'all a little context to why I even started Me and My Homegirls, Ra just got on. I started it because seriously, in my journey, my homegirls have meant everything to me. And I tell people all the time about the power of testimony. Listening to other women that face similar circumstances that I have, that have went through a lot of things that I've went through, watching them overcome obstacles and achieve their dreams and live in purpose. It's just inspired me so much. So I decided, I'm let me go on live with my homegirls so everybody could meet, right? Thank y'all. I'm so glad that you all decided to tune in. Thank you for everybody saying they're proud. Y'all, for real. Low key, real quick, let me just tell you. I like to talk, right? Y'all see that, right? Okay. And I host and I teach and stuff like that. So you should be what? Doing the IG live should be easy. G, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. How about every time I do an IG live, my heart be beating? No, not even an IG live. This is my first time. Every time I speak, my heart be beating fast. I be nervous. It be ah. So that's why I decided to start with my homegirls. And today, I decided to start with Ra because when I tell y'all, when I tell you she's the ultimate homegirl, Robin is what I like to call the underdog advocate, okay? She is always there pushing and supporting people, and that's genuinely who she is, in her spirit. So I'm excited. It's time for us to go. Robin is saying I can add her whenever I'm ready. So, amen. We're going to see what adding looks like. Can you request to be added, Rob? Because then maybe that'll make it easier. Y'all know I ain't never did a live. And it's so funny because, Kayla would have practiced this ahead of time. But I don't think you can practice a live without being live. All right? So I didn't want to practice in front of y'all. So let's see if I can get her to join me. Go live in a room. I don't want to go in a room. Can she tell me? Can y'all tell me how to add her? Robin, can you request? I think you can click her name. Okay. I did, but it say hi live video from her. I don't want to hide it. I want her to be a part. What can I do to join? Ra, help me. I'm trying to request. Okay. And I'm going to wait for it to tell me that you are. This is fun. I'm glad this is happening. All right. I'm glad this is happening today because y'all get a chance to see. I'm inspired. I'm ready to go. Got my questions, ready to talk to my girl. And I can't even start it. You see that? The enemy be trying to go at me. Let me see. No, I don't want to go live in a room. Oh, man. Click the arrow. You should see the names. Oh, Oh, got it. Thank you, Lime. So I just need to look for Ra. There she go. But no, I'm sending her the live now. This is crazy. Y'all, let me see. Viewers. Oh, let me see. Maybe it's right there. No, when I went to viewers, I don't even see Ra no more. Let me see. Maybe she is not allowing me to request. Really, Ra? Okay, let me see if I can just do it this way. Oh, I'm so glad this is happening. Y'all see this? Even when you're ready to go, it's not allowing me to request. All right, here we go. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for even staying. Okay, here we go. Robin. Okay, Robin, this is so weird. You're a host, so this don't sound right. It says Robin must upgrade app in order to join. That don't sound right. This is what you do all the time. It sounds like it's a me thing, not a you thing, but that's what it says. Okay, Tony here to help now. Invite to join. Yes, thank you, baby. Oops, here we go. It won't let me. As soon as I type her name, no. There she go. I'll update. It's their day. I know, Rod. That's so funny. That is so funny. Well, real quick, while I'm waiting for Rod to update, that's hilarious because I really don't think that's right. But while I'm waiting on that, for all my LA people that's watching this bipolar rain situation and y'all wondering what's going on, that's because he a girl. When I tell y'all I love rain, okay, and y'all know it don't rain in Southern California, but you want to know when it rained? It rained last Wednesday when I launched my blog, and it rained today, and it's super sunny right now, and then it goes into rain, and it comes out. He's so faithful. He's so faithful. He loves me. Okay. All right. It told me to try again. Invite. Oh, wait. No, I don't want it. All right. It says that she's unable to invite to join. Here we go, Ryan. Nope. Wow. Isn't this something? Let me see. It's funny because Tony over here like, shh. But y'all know me. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't real right now. Hold on. Ryan's talking to me. She says, I'll update. Hey, bro. Let me see. Yeah, so rain's coming. Super excited about that. It's been so much going on, man. This is so weird. I'm trying to pull it up. Hey, Del. Hey, Stefan. What's up, bro? We're trying to figure out what's going on with this live, okay? Trying to get it going and flowing. It's my first time. I'm excited to go through this with y'all. Y'all get a chance to see all of this live. And y'all know I would have practiced if I could have without being live. I should have did this at 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody would have seen it then. Let me see. I still can't go live with Ra. Let me see. It's all good. All right. Oh, there she go. Y'all, won't you do it? And it's perfect timing. Here we go. Let's go, Ra. She about to be in the room. Let's go, Ra.
Okay, so maybe it was me. Maybe. Friend, maybe it was me. Maybe it was me. I don't know.
Ain't that funny? But you know what's so funny is that you're normally doing like the interviews, right? So like people aren't necessarily requesting you, like you're on the other end with all of them. So that's dope. What's up, boo?
I mean, I was over here like, press the button, do it. Like I'm do this, yo. I'm trying, but you know,
straight up.
It's weird being in this position sometimes. It's so weird.
I'm sure.
Hi, y'all. Hey, everybody.
How you doing, Rod? It's so good to see you, boo. You looking good.
See you too. And you too, girl. Like you, and I'm loving the hair. I'm loving the hair.
You know, it's filling up the whole frame. I'm looking at you, trying to figure out. I'm literally over here right now, like move back, come up, try to look like Rod. So
you know, no, it's one of those things. You just got to maneuver you just got to figure it out. But you know, I'm
gonna get some
chilling,
experience,
girl. Huh?
I said I'm gonna get some experience, so I have some time to figure this out.
I'm so honored that you decided to start with me because you can make all your mess ups. I'm not tripping, girl, and all your homegirls, we ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Do you, boo? Figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? Who else
we gonna be waiting?
If you can't do it with your homegirls, you know.
Then who can you do it with? Then who can you do it with? You know?
Straight up. So, Rod, real quick, I have to let you know, like, it's a reason why you are the first guest. Robin, let's go back to when I met you, okay? I met you in 2017 through Girls with Gifts. Shout out to Girls with Gifts, all right? I met so many amazing women through that mentorship program for girls 13 to 18. It's a program to help girls that are interested in arts and entertainment, to give them a bridge, to show them women that are really doing it, give them real life experiences. And Robin came, and she was our special motivational speaker that day, actually. You were coming in to pour into the girls. And the moment I met you, I was like, oh my God. Aww. Like, I know that spirit. I know that because, like, it's like I'm looking at me. Like, I literally felt that way, right? Yeah. I knew you were coming to be a guest and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, let me just play my role. And then you came back for the Inspire Her brunch to be our host. And I'm like, this is my time. Like, I got to tell her. And I don't know if you remember, but you literally told me, you said, your spirit entered the room before you did.
Before you did.
And I
from
said,
a mile
God,
away.
She is me. Like, we're one.
Like my kindred spirit, literally, because just like you said, I know what that feeling feels like. And I know what it feels like for people to tell me that. And I do, like, for a long time, I was like, no, what do you mean? That's so sweet. Oh no. Like, but you know what? Let's be real about this. You know what people are talking about. You know exactly what they're talking about. And there's no false humility to it. God gave you that. God gave you that. And you're just, so it is what it is, right? So at some point you got to walk in that and you got to own it. And I think that once you do take ownership of that, you begin to identify it, walk in it. You know who else got it. You're like, okay, like you start feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, when I said I felt your spirit before you even walked in the room, I was just like, who is that? Who is that? And you have been consistently the same ever since. Like, it don't matter if we chilling. It don't matter if we're out, if this is an event, or if this is like, it doesn't matter. You're always the same. And so that's what one of my good friends who you met at my birthday, when we did the dance. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going live with Kayla today. She was like, is that the one I like? I said, yep. I said, we already know. She was like, that's she the one who came to your birthday dinner, your birthday party. I was like, absolutely. So it just precedes you. Your spirit precedes you. So I love you, and I thank you for coming into my life.
Oh my gosh, Robin, you have no idea. You know, it's one thing to look at someone and be like, wow, they're amazing, they're inspiring. But for me, it gave me an opportunity to see someone that was like me, right? You were a mom, you're a wife, you know, you're hosting, you're speaking, you're an author. You're doing all of these things with no excuses. Right? No excuses whatsoever. You're moving in it. You're staying positive. You're staying steady, consistent. And that right there was just like, okay, like I can do it. Like that was what I needed to see, to know like I can do it. And like you own your happiness. You don't mind showing it. You know what I'm saying? When you're having days, you let us know that too. Like you're just so transparent and you make it okay to just be. You know, and so I'm
Yeah.
so honored to have you here today. I need all
Thank
my
you.
homegirls to meet you. I'm so excited. I see people on here already because they done heard so much about you. So now they're like, okay, what's up, Rob? We in this thing. So
I love that. I love it.
yes. So for those that do not know Rob, let me tell you about my girl. I already told you a few things. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's an entrepreneur. She's a host. She's an actress. She's a motivational speaker.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, you do so many things, right? And so my question is, how do you juggle it all? Honestly, how do you do it?
girl, I mean, how do you do it? You don't know. You just do it, right? Like you just do it. And that's I think the forever question, the question that will always be on people's minds is, how do you juggle it all? How do you balance it all? How do you keep going? How do you stay motivated to keep going and doing stuff after stuff? And the truth is, it's like, we're all on that same mission. We're all just trying to figure it out. We're going to take chances. The difference is, I'm willing to take chances and I'm willing to fall flat on my face. I'm willing to fail at it, right? Because I have that much faith that at least I'm going to try. God is going to see that I try. He's going to bless that in some way, shape, or form. He's going to bless that, just the faith. So it is, honestly though, it's not about balance. It's not, I feel like every single day is different for me. So I just try to do my very best. My family, they be holding me down. You understand what I'm saying? They hold me down. So I feel like if y'all know what I'm doing, if you support what I'm doing, they kind of give me the fuel to say, you know what, today it's okay if you chill. Today it's okay if you have 5 interviews. That's also okay, because it really helps to have like a solid foundation, being your family, your friends, and honestly, girl, how do we all do it?
Okay.
We just, today I might be writing another book. All right. Tomorrow tomorrow I might be trying to interview. Like tomorrow I actually have some interviews going on. So it's just like every single day we just do what we can. It just, try to wake up grateful for the position that you're in. God is always going to give you more to be grateful for. So one day at a time, girl.
Now, you talked a lot about like your family and them supporting you. And so it's one thing for your family to support you when you're on, your life's journey, your purpose-driven journey. But my question is, where did you find the strength and the boldness to stand up? Because as a wife and a mom, like, let's not get it twisted. Like they totally told us, like, these are the steps. This is what you should do. As a wife, as a mom, it's full of sacrifice. It's full of making sure everybody else is good before you. So where did you get the strength and the bravery to turn to your family and say, hey guys, mommy, yo boo thing, like we out here and I'm ready to explore me? Like, where did you find that bravery? Because so often as women, we struggle to find it, to speak up.
Yeah. Girl, I had to make my hair bigger for this one because I'm about to go in. You ready?
Come on, baby. What you do?
I'm just kidding, but for real, like this one here is a word. I hope y'all listening. And truthfully, I don't know if everybody can handle it, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna
go for it, baby.
Just do what I do. There came a time, because here's the truth. I completely lost myself as a woman. I lost myself in relationship. I lost myself in the being a mom and staying at home. And I lost myself. I was like, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. And there came a point where I realized nobody is going to be happy until because here's the truth. We come into this world by ourselves. We are on an individual soul to God journey. Now he blesses us with people along the way. That includes your children. Your children are born of you, but they are not yours, right? Our job is to show them every single thing that we can, guidance, love, teaching them. But at some point, we got to release them into the world and say, now you go. So here's the thing. They have to see me go. They got to see me go.
That's
so
it.
like that, you got to tap into that. You got to say, you know, at some point you just got to be like, because I think we get it twisted, and we're like, we get it twisted when you become a wife or a living girlfriend, whatever, we become under the mindset that that everything shifts. And now our priorities shift, and we got to put everybody first. Don't get me wrong. They're your responsibility. You got to take care of what you got to take care of. But at the end of the day, you got to put yourself first. You have to. And then you do whatever you can, you know, to help everybody else. But we have to get onto to a solid foundation. Everybody got to understand. Listen, tonight might be go for what you know night. I'm not cooking. Handle your business.
Straight up.
You know, handle your business. Go make some sandwiches. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Go make breakfast for dinner. Y'all know how easy that is. Because I got stuff to do. Sometimes it's just that simple. Sometimes it's just that simple.
Yes. And you know what, Rod? Like, I concur, sis, because I'm telling you, and for me, it became like you were talking about getting lost and being a wife and a mom when you first got those titles and those jobs and those roles. And like, for me, I got to a point where like, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, God put you here with a real life purpose. What are you doing? And let me tell you, because you may fall into that mind frame of, you know, let me just sacrifice and be this wife and this mom, especially when it's been modeled for you. You know, past generations, that's what they did. That's what they told you you had to do. And so I felt like it was a moment where I'm like, oh, well, God bless my son, because, you know, my son's in the industry. So I'm like, oh, that's where it is, Kayla. It wasn't for you after all. It was supposed to go to him.
Wow.
And I literally had to allow God to open up doors for me to show me that it was waiting on the other side of me. And it's so funny about like walking in that obedience. Like every time I like just put my toe in the water, he would just open everything up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, it was here for me all along, you know? So just having that strength to do it is like, come on. So I have a question. How long have you been married?
16 years.
What? Are you serious, Rob?
16 years with some, and everybody. Here's the thing about it. You already know the ups and the downs and everything that comes along with it. It's girl.
Yeah, so I'm going into my 15th year. So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all have been married longer than us. So I'm like right behind you. So in the entertainment industry, especially because you interview and you research and you do these things like for a living, how do you keep your marriage? Like, do you keep your marriage like to yourself? Because I don't see like you talk a whole lot about, you know, like your personal life on social media. So how has your job influenced the way that you kind of, you know, keep your family, your personal life kind of sacred?
Well, first of all, is it PCA? That's
I don't
Patrice.
Know who that is.
Is that who's that?
That's my friend Patrice.
Patrice said it's the scratch in the back of the neck for me. Listen, sometimes you just gotta go ahead and Patrice. Okay. What I know, I mean, listen, over years of experience, some, like, I'll give you an example. I'm gonna go back to my kids for a second. When my kids were first born, well, when they were 9 months old, I put them in the industry, got them an agent. They started working a lot in the business. So everything was photos, everything was videos, everything was, you know, showcasing them, right? And we did that for quite some time. And I always said, you know, the moment you guys are able to tell me that you don't want to do this anymore, it's a wrap. And so we went through those stages, and then they're 14 years old now. We've gotten to the stage where it's like, listen, I'm in oversized hoodies and sweats. I don't want to be in your picture, mama. Like, I don't, you know, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody trying to be down with that. So I'm like, you know what? With all relationships, you gotta evolve with it. You gotta evolve with the times. So, and I used to be the type to be putting my relationship out there, putting, you know, my kids out there. I used to be that type. even with what I do as far as the entertainment business, I would be on the red carpet going live. I'd be like, Facebook Live, like, what's up, y'all? Okay, so today I'm on the, and it's nothing wrong with that, but there is a time for everything. And so I've learned to just maneuver with the times, just like everybody. Listen, if you're not trying to be in pictures, you're not trying to be up on my gram, it's cool. I'm out here living my best life. That don't it don't change anything. And that's the thing I think that people need to realize. Keep your relationships here's me. You keep all of that stuff private, and can't nobody tell you that just because they don't see what's going on, just because you don't post what's going on, that it's bad or whatever. We having the best time of our lives at my house. We are happy. We are living. We are just doing whatever we want to do. And my Instagram is just that. My Instagram is showing you who I am and what I want you to see. And what I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? What I don't mind showing y'all. I mean, and that's just we gonna put that period on that. So.
Okay, period right there. So how old are your girls? You talked about your girls, they were in the industry. How old are they now?
So they're 14. I have 14-year-old twins, you already know.
Yeah.
And finishing up 9th grade soon. It is wow. Like, wow. I mean, just the fact that they're in high school, but not experiencing it how I or you experienced high school is just a lot different. So, we're kind of working through that and going through that journey, but it's cool. My girls are happy. They're in therapy.
I was just about to ask that because listen, so they started high school like this in quarantine, and my son AJ, he started middle school in quarantine. So how are you navigating that? Is that when you started the therapy was because of all of the things that are going on, or is that just something that you've maintained to kind of help like with their mental health?
I think it really was a matter of everything changed in the pandemic. It's just like things are just not normal. And not to mention that happened right at the beginning of like your teenage years. You know what I'm saying? Like going through teenage years and in a pandemic is so crazy and weird. So because of that, because your whole entire social life is kind of, has come to a halt, that's challenging. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get to hang out with your friends or anything. Now, the beauty of it is that they have each other, same age. They're in exactly all the same classes.
Oh, wow.
So they have, and they get along really well. They're both super huge anime fans. So they're
AJ is too. Oh, really? So we got to talk. Do you watch that with them?
I can't get it. I be trying for their sake, but I can't do it.
At all. Like, I'm so not interested. And he be going so deep. Like, Ma, let me tell you. And apparently it is deep. I heard it's very
a
deep.
Whole culture. And you ever call them a cartoon. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. My girls was ready to straight box after I said that cartoon. They were like, girl, Maddie told me last night that one of these anime characters is her future husband. I was like, but you, girl, it's that deep. That's what I'm saying.
No, it is. Deep. I'm telling you, AJ got him on his screensaver. Like, it's a real thing. So also with you having teenagers, I've seen you openly talk about them not having a cell phone, or not, they have a cell phone, but not social media.
Right. Now they have a cell phone.
That. Like, how did you navigate that? Was there like reluctancy or like resentment from them? Or was it just kind of like, okay, Ma, that's cool. How did you kind of finesse that thing?
Yeah, I think that first of all, it's not even really, if y'all like really, really knew my kids, they're not what typical teenagers look like right now. And that's the biggest blessing in the world. They remind me of the 90s teenage years. They remind me of that, the 2000s, just them regular girls who would probably use a payphone down the street. Like they're that, they're not on their cell phones all day. They're not calling people, texting people. Like I said, they're not even really associated with friends right now. It's just the two of them.
Right.
And so, so they don't trip. Like, I think at one point, Madison, because she does see me on my phone, Brooklyn don't care. Brooklyn is just, she goes and draws. She's a creative, so she draws and she'll sing and, she's just to herself. But Madison is more, she notices how I am. So I try not to do too much in front of her either. Because, like, if I'm on my phone and she come in the room, I just put my phone down. Like if I hear them coming, because I don't want them to see these habits of like always on your phone or always taking selfies, or that it's about that. But at one point she was like, can we get a Snapchat? And I was like, nope. I said, if you want to do some cute filters, you can use my Snapchat just to have it. But no, they recently got TikTok. So
yeah, that's
TikTok,
a thing.
but
Like, that's a craze. Okay,
yeah,
TikTok is a whole thing.
But the only reason I was okay with it is I actually really like TikTok for the purposes of like what I like it for. Of course, it's fun and you see all the dances and stuff, but I use it a lot for business stuff. You could find out a lot of stuff on TikTok just as far as the world is concerned. So I didn't want them to be too sheltered to where they don't know what's going on in the world. Like get some culture in you, you know, for learning dance too. It's cool. But you know, they don't post or anything like that, and it's cool. They don't have any pushback though. They don't care.
Yeah, like that's big though, G. Like, let's just take a pause for a minute. These are kids that were in the industry, that live in Los Angeles, California, that mama is with celebrities all the time. Can we be clear about this?
Yeah.
And they still like, it's cool. Like, I'm straight. That is so amazing. So
it's amazing.
In that speaks a lot about you as a mom though, and just the type of morals and values and things that you instill in them, Robin. Like, that's huge, because I don't know any teenagers right now that it wouldn't be at least, you know, like a pushback or things like that. So what are your girls interested in? You talked about Madison is Madison the one that's the artist?
That's Brooklyn
being an artist. But please, for the parents on the line, i.e. Patrice, because she is on here going in, let us know what your daughters do so we can start getting our daughters into it.
So pretty much they are homebodies. They don't necessarily like to go anywhere. Sometimes I got to drag them out to go. So they're not even really like out and about like that. They're not, girl, one time I took them, I gave them each probably, this is going to sound crazy, but I was trying to get them a whole new wardrobe. I gave them each $500 and I said, let's go shop. And I took them to the alley downtown. And so because I rocks with the alley.
It goes down.
It goes down in the alley.
It's gonna go a long way, G. They gonna come out feeling like, what? $1 million bucks,
you better get your negotiation skills on. I mean, don't trip. I was trying to put them up on game, right? Because they don't really be knowing. So I take them down there and I'm like, I'm just like, have fun, ball out, right? Like ball out. For a 14-year-old, $500, girl, ball out.
Absolutely.
And girl, they got like some shorts and like a couple of shirts, and they're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Like, we could go. And I was just like, what? Like, both of them, they were like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah. And I was like, y'all don't even do normal teenage stuff. Like, I'm trying to let you live right now. But so they do. So that all I can say is that they like to, you know, do family days. They like to go to the movies. They of course, anime. You know, they're really, really into that right now. So I actually want to take them on a trip, because I hear that Japan is huge. Yeah. So you know, but they have Madison told me about some hotel where specifically it's like an anime hotel. Like, if y'all know about it, please let me know. But everything is anime themed. And so it's like a huge deal or whatever. But girl, they just be chilling though.
Listen, that anime hotel, I'm really gonna need you to tell me about that, like, for real. Because AJ, let me tell you, because you know he's been trying to get to Japan ever since he got into anime, right? So I'm like, okay, baby, when you get your first feature, well, he got his first feature this year, so I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's so dope.
No, seriously, when you find out about that hotel, like, for real, let me know. Seriously.
I love it.
So real quick, I have to talk about Ra, the author, okay? Because, baby, my girl don't just have one book, okay?
Yes.
2 books.
Yes. Come through with the representation. Come through representing.
Holla at her. My girl got receipts, baby. She's an author, okay? So let's talk about it, Ra. I gotta go here first, G.
Okay.
I got to go here. So we have the Ra Report, which is bankable business nuggets for the rising entrepreneur. Baby, When I tell you, you dropping the gems,
Oh,
you
yay.
are dropping the gems, like
I love
straight
that.
up, from being in the entertainment industry, working in business, being an entrepreneur. Like, the nuggets are valuable lessons that will take you so far, like beyond just the business structure. There are so many things that you have to do integrity wise on
Yes.
the inside in order to maintain and develop relationships. So I have to share my favorite nugget because it has shown me so much in life. It has really been like my main nugget, just for the way that I, do business, the way that I have seen God show up. So it says, be ethical. Securing the bag should never come by stepping on anyone's toes to do so. Also, as you begin to grow, you'll see opportunities that may benefit someone else instead of you. Don't be afraid, sis. Don't be afraid to pass along business, opportunities, and even money to other people on the rise. Deposit more than you withdraw. You're more valuable to people when you keep adding to their lives. Deposit so much value into their lives that when it's time for you to ask of them, it will be hard to turn you down. Baby, it takes a certain heart posture to actually have that be a true, like, value in business, because everybody feels like, I gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. So if it come my way, I gotta take it, gotta take it, gotta take it. But it's oftentimes, you may know someone that is more qualified. You may know someone that needs that next step, that is prepared for that. And by allowing yourself to not hold it all for me, like for me, then when that person gets in position, I have totally watched the reach back, pull forward method. Like, that is literally my life story. I have watched so many people that I just pour into because I genuinely believe in them. I genuinely do. And then I've watched how it's reciprocated itself. And so for you in business, doing what you do, you are literally a reporter, right? You do these columns, you're on the red carpet, you're doing this, but you still maintain great relationships with the celebrities that you interview in even when it's unfavorable times where you have to report something that maybe you don't even want to do. How do you still maintain those relationships in doing what you have to do for your job?
First of all, if I may ask a favor, can I just take that snippet for the past 3 minutes of you talking and you reading the book and you talking about what the book is about? Let me use that as a commercial, dog. I mean, you just killed that. I mean, I don't need to do nothing. That was so bomb. Thank you. Thank you so much for just your support, sis, and then just reading it for sure, talking about it. You're right. I try to tell everybody about the book. It's not, when I say rising, entrepreneurs, it ain't nothing about no accounting in there. It ain't nothing about like no structure, no business structure in there. Cause I can't tell you, your girl didn't go to a university, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm more of a street. I got street knowledge like it ain't nothing.
Come on,
but, I'm not.
You better talk about it. I went to college and learned more on the streets than I did at college. Let's talk about it. But keep
That's
going.
a whole word. That's a whole word. Exactly. So me putting this book out, and I'm gonna get to your question, but me putting the book out was literally a combination of me being an assistant to a top, one of the first Black supermodels, Beverly Peel, one of the largest creative agency CEOs, Dawn Haynes, who is a stylist. She has a whole agency. Just some of the dopest people, Sonia Norwood, who allowed me to come sit at her feet for years. And to this day, she's just a world of knowledge. But I learned so much from being in the room. I was in the room. I was the fly on the wall for a long time. Nobody was trying to network with me. Nobody was trying to collaborate with me. I was a fly on the wall.
Talk about being in the room. Being in the room.
Yeah, let's talk. I got a lot to say about being in the room.
Come on.
I would peep game about all the stuff that was going on, all the people that were coming in there, how they were coming in there, who they were trying to talk to certain people, how they were trying to talk to them. And after a while, I was just like, that's working, or that's not working, or that would be better if you did it like that. And then also they would come in there trying to network with the people that I was working for, right? And the people that I was working for afterwards would be like, oh my God, did you see the way that they did that? And they would come and tell me, and they would be like, it would be so much better if they did whoop de whoop whoop, right? So I started to store all of that, and I started to see the proper posture that you need to have about being in the room, you know, or trying to get in the room. Now that I'm in the room, now that I'm not just a fly on the wall, but I'm one of the people who people try to network with or work with or whatever, I'm like, listen, I see how people approach me. And I'm like, let me really tell you how to do it. And it is about ethics. So when it comes to making relationships last, celebrities are people who are, they just have a cool job, or they're known for something cool, but they're regular people just like you and I, and their discernment is just like you and I. So the same type of spirit that I want around me is the same type of spirit that they want around them. So what I know now is that you got to bring yourself fully. You can't be an imposter trying to get on. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Trying to.
That heart posture matters, baby.
Yeah, it does.
Matters.
It really does, sis. And so like, for me in my relationships, I'm blessed to have, you know, definitely interviews a lot of people, but I think it does say more when I can maintain a relationship with a lot of people. And then because of that, certain people, they'll tend to look out for me. They'll, you know, call me because they know that I'm real. They know that I'm genuine, that, you know, that I really walk what I talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been a huge blessing. And I practice every single one of those things that I preach. All of them nuggets, you know, I practice every day, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like you genuinely are the person behind it. Yes, she is beautiful.
That's so sweet.
No, so look, Robin. So that was your second book. The Raw Report was your second book. Your first book was Unspoken Languages, right?
Yeah.
And so I have to ask, this was your very first book. There are so many like self-help type books, right? So where did you get the confidence that I'm going to write a book, like people are going to read it? Or was that even a concern if people were going to read it? If it was just, I'm sharing my heart, where were you? Where did you gain the confidence to write your very first book?
First of all, you do so well at interviewing, so you might want to just, you know, reconsider what you do. I mean,
this
I don't
my
know.
first interview, Rob.
You better swoop up on my job. You better swoop, sis. You doing it, sis.
I love it.
You can do all things. And I love watching you. Like when I see you on stage, I love it. I'm like, girl, you better own it. And you're just so great at what you do. So this is, you know, it's obviously it's easy because you're my girl, but at the same time, like, I'm like, you flowing. Okay, let's just hear and use you. You flowing. Okay, so let me tell you about that book and the decision to write the book. I built a really dope village on Facebook. I was doing Facebook live streams like every day almost. And I had just a crew, a village of people who were just always rooting me on and always looked for my nuggets and stuff like that. And I'm always talking about the same thing because it's what I believe. It's truly about manifesting. It's truly about the power of belief. I am a walking example of not being the smartest, not having the degree, using my belief and my power and my spirit to manifest the things that I want. So they were saying, you need to put this in a book. And I was like, like what you talking about? Like, I'm not an author, right? But God told me one day, like, because I thought about it. And here's the thing. So many of those questions and those doubts will stop all of us from doing the thing that we know to do. Because you think about who's going to want to hear from me? Who's going to buy this book? Who's going to listen? And that's not yours to worry about. Yeah. So God had to remind me. When he gave me that, I was like, I know you said it, God, but I don't know. I still don't know. And he was trying to, like, you know, he really had to get through to me that it doesn't matter. The resources to get the book done, the knowledge and the format on how to get a book done, that's not yours to worry about. You just write. So I was like, okay, well, if I can just write this thing how I talk in my voice, I don't want it to be perfect. I'm a hood corporate girl, you know what I'm saying? I you know,
around the way,
you know
girl, for sure.
That's how I want to talk. That's how, I mean, this is how I am. And I don't want to be perfect. I want to come to everybody as I am and just be real. So I was like, if I could do it like that, then sign me up. I'm gonna just write. So I just did it. And here's the thing that I didn't know, that I wish I would have known sooner. But at the same time, God's timing is everything. That there was somebody, that turns out there was a lot of people who was on the other side of that decision.
Yeah.
That had I not written my book, wouldn't have been touched by the words in my book. So I feel like we get in our own way when we talk about the confidence to do it, or, you know, like the fear, the doubt, not knowing, we don't know what it's going to look like. So much of that gets in our way. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, well, that's how I did it. I was like, I heard from God, and I told him, I was like, look, great, I'll do it. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I got to do it like me. You guys, I'm rah-rah, right? So
Yeah,
like, you got to know, like, rah-rah gonna show up, not Robin, right? So if that, if you good with that, Lord, if you good with that, then I'll do it. And so I did it. And then he began to work some absolutely amazing magic in my favor. All kinds of things started happening because of that book. So that Unspoken Languages book is my baby, because it's my the thing that I chose to, you know, to step out on faith about. And it's taken me so many places. And it's, and above all, it's helped so many people internationally. Like, you know, people have found me over, like, in amazing places, and they found me on social media, because I leave my social media in the book, and they're like, I saw you on something, you know, and I got your book, and writing all these amazing things to me. So like, that's the biggest thing. That's why I'm so happy that I wrote it.
Absolutely. And just from reading it, like, you shared your heart, and you could tell like you just shared your heart, and you're like, God, use it for whatever you're going to use it for. And there's a part in here where you talk about when your brother was killed, and you've openly talked about those things on your social media platform, you know, due to gun violence. And, you know, with COVID 2020, all the things that people went through, so many people went through loss, so many people are grieving right now, or going through grief. And there was a part in this book that captivated my heart so much that I said, I have to share it with everybody I know. So since we're on here right now, this is the time. Okay. So this is in regards to how Robin dealt with her brother being killed so unexpectedly due to gun violence. And she says, people contact me all the time with their problems or challenges. I never feel like it's impossible to resolve these issues. I don't believe in excuses that validate people giving up on themselves. I hardly ever feel sorry for people, but I do empathize with them. Usually I can see past their situations. I can see that there is a light at the end of their very dark tunnel, even when they can't. There's not enough time for two discouraged people to be in a dark and lonely place. One has to put on the vision binoculars and see that there's a way out. I don't choose to join pity parties, although I understand them. We're human. My motto is that it's okay to cry, but just for a moment. There's work to do. Discouragement, loneliness, fear, and anger are welcome to visit us, but they certainly can't take up residency. Rob. Rob. And those are feelings and emotions that I think we're conditioned to grieve that way. We feel that if we don't sit in those moments, then I'm not grieving the right way, or I'm supposed to be more attached to that. So I really want to know, I mean, I know where it's rooted because I know you so well, and I know how strong and how important your faith is to you. But if you could just talk about that a little bit, and how that played a role in something so instantaneously tragic. You know, it was something that you weren't even expecting. He wasn't sick, nothing happened. It was something that happened like that. Can you just tell us a little bit about just your faith and how that's played a role in your strength?
And I already thank God for the people who are receiving it. I see all of you guys who received that. It's probably, it's the only time that I talk negatively in the book, when something happens to you. You know, it's the rain will fall on us all because we're human, right? But see, here's the thing. The thing that I've learned is that the faster, and I pray to God nobody hears this as insensitivity, but this is a real word, and it could possibly help you out if you are ever going through something right now or in the near future. The faster we hold on and we can grasp acceptance, the faster it's going to bring you out on top. We are meant to come out on top. We are meant to be on top. We're meant to be happy, but things will happen just because you're in the game. Things are going to happen. But the sooner you could accept, listen, my stepfather just passed in October. Yep. My stepfather, I mean, he's been in my life for almost my entire life. He just passed in October, and he had Alzheimer's. Now, are we going to grieve? Absolutely. I mean, I love that man.
Yeah.
But there is an acceptance that says, I thank you, Lord. I'm sad that he's not here. I thank you, Lord, for the time that he was here with me. And once you begin to get in a mindset of, I accept that he's gone. I accept that we're not going to have him, but we're left with all these memories. I accept that. The swiftness in which things can turn around for you is amazing. It's amazing. And I wish I could just take this, bottle it up, and just say, here for all the people who grieve, because I know it sounds so much easier said than done, and I know that, but I'm telling you, I've gone through it. It might be on my page right now, but my brother was killed in 2009. 2 years ago, my biological father died. In October, my stepfather died. I've gone through the trenches, y'all. I know what I'm talking about, and I know how to get through it. That's why you can't hold me down for long. You can't. It's literally impossible. I'm going to feel it because I'm human, but I'm going to be like, okay, you know, like I'm going to take it for what it is. I'm going to understand what happened. I'm going to feel it like, dang, that's just, that was raw right there. That one hit hard. Yeah. But I accept that it happened. It's fine. And I'm going to move on from here, because grief and non-acceptance is resistance. Resistance will always hold you back or keep you stagnant and will not allow you to move forward in your life. The word yes is acceptance. The word yes, like, and I accept, it's a forward moving word. It's a forward moving mindset. So it's going to swiftly bring you back on top. It really is that simple, sis. It really is that simple. Just try not to stay in resistance for long. That's why I said you can feel it, but you can't do it for long. It can't stay. Because that's where people get caught up in these strongholds. You get caught up not moving forward in your life. And then you start going to therapy, and the therapist is the one that lets you know, oh, you're still grieving from when you was, you know, going through that in your teenage years, or when that happened. I've been raped before. You know, I know about the real hardcore, real pain. But I know what I know, and I know that God has given me that gift of a positive mindset, and that's just it. And that's the word right there. Straight up. That's the word. I could drop everything. The word. That's the word right there. Because purpose is waiting on you on the other side of that. It's calling for you. It's pulling for you. And you talk about purpose so much, Robin. Like, you are relentless on the purpose-driven life. Like, you are focused on it. And I'm telling you, y'all, that's it. That's all y'all need right there. That's Robin. That's Robin right there. You see what I'm saying? She gave y'all a whole word. Hey, girls, this Robin. Robin, this my girls. Y'all all met my girl. And hey, Michelle, I see you. Hey, Michelle. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, everybody. So look, hey, y'all. We only got 7 minutes, but I got to do some fun stuff, because that wouldn't be Kayla, right? Like, I love games, right? That's you're right. So first one, I'm about to just ask you 5 random questions. Okay. And you just go for it. Okay. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. All right. This is the first game. Here we go. Uh-oh, I need my questions. Okay, you ready? I'm ready. And what's the first thing you did this morning? Thanks God. Last show you binge watch? Snowfall. Oh, yes. I love Snowfall. Okay. I'm interviewing the mom tomorrow. You said what? I'm interviewing the mom tomorrow from Snowfall. So tune in on the Jasmine brand. Yes. All right, look, what's the what 90s album can you still play today and catch the same vibe? Escape or SWV. Yes, yes. Last one. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Ooh, girl, I don't even know. Girl, I don't even know. I mean, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. What's the most
Yo, let me tell you why I'm wrong for asking you a question I couldn't answer. How about that? I was
okay.
like, what's
Right.
the most interesting I ever did? I don't know, and I don't know if I can share. How about that?
Right.
All
There you
right.
go. That's a word right there. That's a word. I'm just going ahead
Where's my
and
water?
sip on that one.
Okay, so that's the first one. Second one. This is music moments. I'm gonna play a song from Throwback, back in the day. And I want to know what's the first memory that comes to mind when you hear the song.
Okay.
You ready? All right, let's do it. Okay.
Oh!
Hit it, Rock.
You have to, yes.
Hit it, Rock.
Shout out to Brandy. Shout out
All
to
right.
girl.
What's your first memory when you hear it?
My first memory was I remember being at like one of my homies' house, and her video came on. No, sorry. That's incorrect. Do you remember? Were you in LA when they used to have at the Black Family Reunion at Exposition Park? The Black Family Reunion. If there's anybody from LA, it used to be a big thing at Exposition Park in LA, where it was a Black Family Reunion. They had big, artists come. It was just this big thing. Brandy, before she was known, Ray J was actually known, but Brandy came and performed on the stage, and I was just like, who is that? Who is that? Like, it was crazy. So that's my first memory. Actually, that's the memory that I have. So,
wow.
And then who would have known that she and I would be, that's like my girl, and she's actually the one who gave me my very first into the business as a host, So,
Woo!
I mean, yeah.
You see that? What I just talked about that, Rock. That
Yeah.
heart posture, that reach back, pull forward. Because that's what Pastor Sarah was for me. She like, come on, girl. Come on. Like, no, you about to do this thing. Come on, heart posture. Our steps are ordered. God already has the people in place, the steps in place. We just have to be willing to walk.
Yes.
Just like you said, we cannot be resistant. We just need to be accepting and walk in it. Right.
Absolutely.
This has been so good, friend.
You are so good at what you do. I mean, I absolutely love you. I adore you. You can, through the scream, boo. Through the scream you exude. I feel like we just saw each other, like we was at that cafe not that long ago. I mean, I feel like that, and it's been a whole minute since we've seen each other, but like we pick up right where we leave off, because you are who you are, and you are amazing. Keep shining though. Keep shining in whatever. I'm proud of you for doing this. I heard you talking about earlier, doing a live, and I know how like weird it could be, but you did it, and you shining, girl. You are like literally amazing. So I love you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be your very first guest.
Absolutely, Ryan. I love you so much. Everybody that's on here, you gotta follow Robin at Robin Ayres. Can you put it in the chat, Rob? Or Patrice on there at Robin Ayres. If you could put that in the chat, make sure you follow Rob. She has both.
I like making new friends.
And the Raw Report. You can get both of those on Amazon. She also is an entrepreneur. She has candles out. You can get all that information on her IG. I'm still waiting for my No Excuses sweatsuit to come out.
I know,
make a little sign that put no excuses right here, because I'm just waiting for it. She got a line coming out, y'all. This is my girl, Rob. I'm so happy to have you here, Rob. I'm so glad all my friends were able to meet you.
Thank you. Good to meet all of your friends, because I love the way they holding you down too. But it all speaks about who you are, so I'm not surprised at all.
I'm so blessed. My circle is so dope. So thank you, Rod. I love you.
This whole time I should have had my light up or no? Huh? Wait, I said this whole time I should have had my light up or no? I was good. I was good. I was good. I was fine.
You look beautiful. You look beautiful.
Girl, I mean, hold on. Let's take one for the. Let's take one. Hold on, before we get cut off, I need you to. We gonna screenshot. Get right now.
Okay.
Get right. Give me your best.
Okay.
Hey. Okay, I got it. I love you, girl.
I love you more, Rod. I'll be talking to you soon.
Absolutely. All right. Enjoy the rest of your night. Okay.
You too, baby.
Bye,
love
everybody.
you.